Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Jolene and I'm the author of the Glory MC series, the Moonrise Beach series, and the new Heartbreaker series. So I'm going to be doing my currently inked for February 2025. I have my 4 journals here that I typically use my fountain pens in, and I do like to kind of match the fountain pens and inks together along with the sticker kits that I use for my shop. I do have a lot of decorative and journaling kits that you can use in these different planners and journals, and so I do like to coordinate some of the colors to kind of match. As February has Valentine's Day in it, I did go with a kind of pink theme, so you'll see a lot of pink inks as well as pink pens to match the sticker kits from my shop. So let me go over my journals. This one you've probably seen the most of. I get a lot of questions on this one. This is my Passports TN, and I do use this as a daily journal. So this is actually my January pages here. But for February, I've decorated it using the Rose Garden and Billowing Hearts collection from my shop. So all of these stickers are available in my shop. They're available in white matte and transparent matte sticker paper. So for this passport size, I use the mini journaling kit to kind of decorate, and this is what I'm going to be using for my daily journaling. I actually did put a new insert in here. I just made this yesterday. It's a printable from my shop, and I made it to have a week on 4 pages. This is a vertical weekly style, so it actually fits the vertical weekly kits from my shop. So I'm just using the leftovers here to just have a little planner on the go, and I really enjoyed it. This is my first week with it, and so far I'm really loving it. So that is what my journal is looking like so far. And then I have this standard size TN, and I have 2 inserts in here. So the first insert is kind of like my goals bullet journal. So this is how I decorated it for February. Again, I used the journaling kit. This is the Billowing Hearts one, and I used translucent sticker paper for it, and I really like how it turned out. These headers here are all from my shop as well, so you can get that on a sheet. If you're curious about this setup, I can do like a more thorough video on it, kind of showing you what kind of information I like to keep in here. I haven't done one yet, so just let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. And then I also have my weekly journal in here. So in here, I decorate using different kits from my shop, and I use the Canon IV photo printer to print out pictures every week. So that's how I've been journaling for January. So let me show you February here. So I'm using this collection. This is a journaling kit from Lauren Phelps Designs. It was in the Advent calendar, the Collabvent box that I collaborated with her and 13 other shops. So I use that to decorate a little bit for the month of February. So I'm going to be choosing inks to kind of go with this spread. So that's it for my standard size traveler's notebook. This guy right here is an A6 Hobonichi cover housing my ink journal. So again, we'll be using that in just a second to swatch everything. And then my last journal here is my A5 Hobonichi notebook. This is my reading journal. So here I have my spread set up for my February book. So I have these full page stickers available in my shop. This is where I like to track my daily pages read. And then I have like kind of like a breakdown here. And then this is my February bookshelf. So basically all the books that I want to read get listed out here, and I kind of check them off. So those stickers are available in my shop. And then for the reviews, I decorated using the Billowing Hearts decorative kits. So these are the largest style kits that I have in my shop. So I just decorated a couple of spreads in there, and you can see that I just started to put down my reviews because I just finished reading this book. So that's kind of a sneak peek of one of the inks that I decided to use. So those are my journals. I just wanted to share those with you in case you guys are interested. But for some of the inks, I am going to be swatching them. And then I'll kind of let you know what I'm going to be using. So these are the 5, I think one's tucked in here, yeah. So these are the 5 pens that I'm going to be using for the month of February. I do have one more that's on its way to me. I actually ordered it last month, but it still hasn't arrived yet. It's coming all the way from Japan. And so I'm hoping that sometime within this month it will arrive. So I actually have this pen in here as a backup in case that doesn't come. It's the Pilot Vanishing Point in the champagne pink. I think that would look really beautiful with this collection of pens here. But if it doesn't, I have this pen here, which is going to replace it. So I will talk about that in just a second. So let me first go over the different pens and we will do a little bit of swatching in here. And I am going to be using these Wearing Gold cards in this video as well to swatch these 3 inks from Pilot that I don't already have in my swatch book. As I ink on pens, I am just making sure to swatch them in my little swatch book here. I do them by brand. So I'm missing these 3. So we'll add that to the swatch book as well, just so that I'm all organized. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started with the pen that I want to use in my passport journal. That's my daily journal. And to be honest, I guess I would consider that my main journal. It's the one that I carry with me everywhere. So let me go ahead and go to a fresh page here. I'm just going to put down these stickers. These are available in my shop. So I'm just going to add this to the top here. And this is where I will be swatching today. So let's get started with my first pink pen of the month. This is a Sailor Pro Gear Slim, one of my favorite Pro Gear Slims in my collection. This is the color Momo and I have it here in a medium nib. And in here I do have this ink, which is one of the Pilot Iroshizuku inks that has been discontinued. I purchased this last year before it was discontinued. It's called Cosmos. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. I am actually pretty disappointed that they got rid of 2 pinks last year, as these are some of my favorite pinks in my collection. So it's kind of a bummer that they don't have it in their lineup anymore, but I absolutely love this ink and pen combo. I almost always have this inked up, so I'm really excited that I'll be able to use it again for this month. I think I'm actually going to zoom in so we can see things better. So for my first pink pen, let's mark in the Sailor Beauty. For the Pro Gear Slims by Sailor, I do have a few of them and I do experiment with different nibs. This one is actually a medium, so it's a little bit thicker, but I actually really like it. I think I may purchase the rest of my pens on my wish list with this size nib. As I do think it suits my handwriting quite a bit, so I'm really excited about adding more to my collection, but I think the color is so beautiful. I like it when Sailor does the finials and like the body the same color. I know they've been changing it up so that it is different, kind of like mismatching, but I don't know. I just think it looks so clean when I have like the whole pen the same color. So anyways, let's move on to the second pen. So this one I want to use in my standard size traveler's notebook. I want to use it in my goals bullet journal. This is a new pen. I haven't used it that much. It is a Lamy Safari, and this one is inked up with Pilot Hana and Kaida. So this is a little bit lighter than Cosmos, as you can see, but they're both kind of like in that pinky, kind of corally family. Honestly, if I just use this one for the whole month, I think it would match the stickers in my journals really well. But as you guys know, I do often like to mix up the colors and use different colored pens throughout the month. So I have about 5 here. If the other one comes in time, then it'll be 6. But the Hana Kaida is, again, one of my favorites. I have a smaller bottle of this one, but I may end up purchasing the larger one, as I feel like it is a color that I would use often. So that one is what I have the Lamy Safari inked up with. This is going to be my first time using this pen. It's still brand new, as you guys can see, very shiny, so I'm excited to give that a shot. Alright, so now let's move on to some of my Hello Kitty pens. I have 2 here, which are fairly new to me. Let's start with the first one, which is the AL Sport version. So I do have unboxing videos on my channel if you guys want to see this pen. But I love this color. I think it's gorgeous. I love the AL Sport aluminum body. I feel like it gives it a good weight. And the Kaweco pens are my favorite pocket pen because I do like to use them with my passport often. But for this month, I'm actually going to be using it in my weekly highlights journal. So that weekly memo insert that I had in my traveler's notebook regular size. So I'm just going to write Hello Kitty here. And this one is pink. And I have a fine nib in this one. Previously, I used mostly medium, but I have recently moved over to the fine nib as I've been really enjoying it. I just realized that all of my inks this month are Pilot Irjizuku. Oh no, wait, there I have one that's not. The next one. But this one is another ink that has been recently discontinued. It is this one, the Suzuchi. So again, I'm a little bummed by that, but you can see it's kind of more of a darker pink, maybe a little bit more on the berry side. I think it is a gorgeous color. So I'm going to be using that in my weekly highlights journal. Let me know again if you guys want me to do flip throughs or kind of like setup videos, journal with me videos, in case you're interested. I can definitely share more. And then my other Hello Kitty Kaweco collaboration pen is this one. This is the Moonlit Pink. Again, this is a new pen for me. I just got it last month. And I think it's just gorgeous. So again, I have another pink ink in here. It's Diamine Hope Pink, which I would say is probably the most like true to color pink that I have in my collection. It's just a straight up pink. Not too purple, not too corally. It is just a great hot pink color. So this one I plan on using with my reading journal. I think the colors would just match so perfectly. So this one is Moonlit Pink with another fine nib. So I have 2 mediums and 2 fines here, and this has Diamine Hope Pink. So the last pen that I have here is actually more on the kind of lilac side. If you compare it to the Momo, Momo is definitely on the more pink side. This one is a little bit more on the lilac. I am throwing this in as my vanishing point has not arrived yet, but if that arrives in time, then I'm definitely going to be inking it up right away. But as you guys can see, I'm throwing in a darker color here. This is more of a purpley color. And I always put Yamabudo in this pen. I just feel like it's a wonderful match. So this is another Sailor Pro Gear Slim. This is Winter Rain, one of my favorites in my collection as well. I love this color. And this one is a medium fine. So you can see that it's definitely a little bit more thinner than the medium up there. And again, I have another Pilot ink in here. This is Yamabudo, one of my top favorite ink colors of all time. So this is actually the small bottle that I have of it. I'm definitely going to be purchasing a larger one for sure. So those are the 5 pens and inks that I'm going to be using. I do have larger swatches of the inks if you guys are curious. So this is the Hana Ikaida. So that's what I have this guy inked up with. I think it's really pretty. And then if you want to compare it to the Diamine Hope Pink, so that is what I have the Moonlit Pink inked up with. These 3 I don't have swatched, so we're going to be doing that just now. So let me put this away, and that will be the end of this. I do like to write a little bit of a review at the end of the month, just to kind of rate the pen and ink combo and my overall experience. So I don't know if you guys want to see like videos on my reviews. I mean, I could do it, just let me know. I don't know if you guys would be interested in it. So anyways, I pulled out 3 of these cards. We are going to be swatching these 3 inks here. So I have a little paintbrush here. Let's start with the lightest color, which is Cosmos. So there is a swatch of Cosmos. What I'm going to do is just use the pen here that I have already inked up to label it. So this is Pilot Hiroshizuku Cosmos. So there we go. I don't know if my camera caught me doing the swatch, but you can see it here. Really beautiful. All right, so now let's do this next one here. This one is Suzuki. These are beautiful, beautiful colors. If you don't have them in your collection and you can still find them, honestly, grab them while you can. So this is the more darker kind of, like not berry, but it's definitely darker than some of the other shades that I have here. If you have other pink inks in your collection that you absolutely love and would like to recommend to me, do leave them down below, as I'm always looking for some new pink inks. So I think I have that in here. So let's write that in. So there we go. These are the two and how they compare. And then lastly, let's do Yamabudo. I'm gonna grab a full one of this. I'm just gonna clean off my brush for a second. Make sure that we have it all cleaned out. This Yamabudo is one of my first pilot inks that I purchased, and it's still one of my favorites. I just love that darker, like purpley undertone that it has. I have a feeling that I'm going to use this again next month, as I have a kit that I have in mind that I want to use in my journal, and I think this color would go very nicely with it. Okay. So that is Yamabudo. Okay, so let me show you all the swatches so that you can see them better side by side. They look like this. Lots of pinks for February. So I think that is everything. I'm just gonna let these other colors dry before I add them to my swatch book. But if you guys are interested in any of these inks or the fountain pens that I'm using for February, I will leave them down below. If you guys love fountain pens and inks, definitely check out my other unboxing videos as well as my other currently inked videos. I have a lot of them already up on my channel. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this video. For those of you who are interested in the sticker collections from my shop, all the deco and journaling stickers, you guys can always use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.